So before I put my wig on, I just did my cap off camera. This step is optional. I like to do this because it makes the lace look more natural. I just used the regular color it came in, and then I put some powder that's my skin color, just a little bit on here so I could cover up my dark roots. You don't have to do that, but I like to do that because I feel like it makes it look more natural. That's just my preference though. These markings right here, besides this big ass pimple that came up yesterday, these markings that you guys can barely see is just a pencil. I like to mark where I'm supposed to put the glue at so I don't put too much or too little. And you're not going to want to put the glue on the marks. This is where you're supposed to, okay, so this marks in front of where you're supposed to put the glue. So I'm going to put the glue back here, so when I'm done gluing I can just take some alcohol and rub these marks off, because if you put the glue on top it's going to make the glue look dirty and you're going to be able to see through the lace whether you use white or brown. It looks terrible both ways. So yeah, don't do that. This is the wig that this is the wig that I'm going to be installing today. If you guys follow my social media, mainly Instagram, you guys would see her all over my Instagram. This is my mocha unit, and when my site is up I'm actually thinking about putting her as a ready to ship unit, just because everybody was asking about it and it's super pretty. Like, this wig is so fucking bomb. Okay, I tinted the lace actually. I just recently bought some lace tint and I think it looks really pretty. I really want a lace tint just so you can skip the step of using powder or foundation every time. You could just have permanent lace color. It's so much more easier. And in the set, can I talk today? Instead of a lace, yeah, no, I guess talking is just not the move today. So instead of an elastic band by itself, I did an elastic band with the bra clips, because I seen this on a few different sites. I think I don't even remember where, but I seen this and I was like, damn, that's a good idea, and it actually works so much better. And I think I'm going to do this for my client wigs just because you're able to adjust it to whatever you want. So yeah, I just thought I'd add that in there. So before I glue my wig down, I just wanted to go over the difference between glueless and glued wigs. So a glued wig is exactly what it is, a glued wig. You glue it down with, got to be bold hold, lace grip, any type of lace glue that you want to use. You literally glue it down and boom. A glueless wig is a little bit different. Obviously it's glueless, but you are going to want to, okay, you don't have to, but hairspray helps just, you know, hold down those baby hairs, hold it in place a little bit better than it actually just being glueless. But you definitely could wear it glueless, especially with the baby hairs already laid. That's a big thing about glueless wigs. You're gonna want to already have the baby hairs laid. Like this wig can be glueless. So as you guys can see, like I just said, the baby hairs are already going to be laid. You're going to cut the lace, spray some hairspray on it, put a band on it, wait for it to dry, and you're good to go, literally. This is more convenient for people who like to take their wigs off at night, like to go to the gym and not have to worry about sweating the glue off, throw it on for errands, stuff like that. And it also saves some money just because sometimes girls don't know how to use glue and don't want to waste money, or just don't want to waste money at all on a little bottle of $30 to $40 glue. But like I said, everybody's different. Everybody likes different things. I prefer a glued down wig just because that's what I prefer. I like more security. I actually like to wear my wigs up to 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks glued down. I'm not a hair expert, so if there's anything I did forget, you guys can put that in the comments to help other people out, but that's basically the difference. So let's get to installing this baby. So first off, I'm going to be using their skin protectant, and I like to use this just because my skin is very sensitive, and this is the only company I've found to have a skin protectant that goes with the adhesive. So I do like that. My skin is very sensitive, and I do recommend this for people who do have sensitive little skins. It says use 2 layers, but I just use 1 just because I don't like a lot of layers of things on my skin, especially when I have a wig on. You're gonna let this dry or blow dry it until it's dry, and then you can apply your layers of glue. Also, another thing, before you apply glue, before you apply your wig, before you do anything, make sure your hands are clean, because if you have any type of dirtiness, oils, anything on your hands, it will affect your wig 100%. It will make it lift. It will get things in the wig. You will be able to see those things. It will make it look messy. It will make it look ugly. So, girl, just wash your hands real quick. Go do that. Okay, so I'm going to be applying my first layer of glue, and make sure your layers are not super thick. Make them as thin as possible, not too thin to where, you know, it's not going to lay down. It's not going to be too enough, but I'm sorry, pimple, I got to do you like this. Okay. And I'm going to be using a popsicle stick to smooth it out. No glue on the lace. And the worst thing about this pimple is one of those pimples that hurt, like it's a surface pimple, like, ooh, and it's like red and it really hurts, and I know this glue is just gonna make it worse, but we want the wig. We want the wig. You're gonna want to blow dry until dry. And if you ever notice that everything else is clear but a few little spots, just go back in with your popsicle stick or whatever you're using to smooth it out, and just smooth it over, and it will dry. Now just repeat this step 2 more times. I recommend 3 layers just because from my experience this is definitely maximum hold. Some people do 2, but I don't like to risk it. I just go ahead and use 3. Especially for me, because I like to wear my wigs for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and use that 3 layers. And if it gets on the cap, that's totally fine. As long as you have glue remover, girl, you are good. That shit is coming right off. A lot of people get scared when it comes to lace glue, because they're like, oh, I don't really want to use it. I heard it, you know, pulls people's edges out, which is true. That will happen if you don't use it right. If you use it the right way, you are perfectly fine. Everything will come off. And like I said, you just need to make sure you have a remover and you're good. You guys, I know you see this pimple. Like, where did you come from? And I was just so mad when I woke up this morning, because first of all, it's a pimple like right there, but I was more mad because I knew I was making this video today and I knew that the glue was gonna be on this pimple. So it's gonna be more irritated, and I'm just gonna have to suck it up. And if your glue starts drying while you're smoothing it down, you probably didn't put enough glue. So that's why I just added a little bit more, because I don't think I put enough, especially where the ear tabs go. Make sure you have enough glue because those are always the first parts to lift. So get them ear tabs. So before I actually lay my lace down, I like to just put some alcohol on my fingers, make sure they're clean, no glue, no extra anything. I know I did wash my hands before, but while you're putting the glue on and all of that in between, you never know. You want this to stay down, sis. Now, in between me laying this, I like to take the end of my comb and not press it, but just lightly tap it. And honestly, a better way to do it is take this side, now that I think about it, and just, not hard, just a little bit in there, okay? And you don't want to, if you already have your baby hairs laid down, you don't want to put them where the baby hairs are. You're going to want to put it where the actual hairline starts, okay? I really don't like to use my fingers, but I'm just gonna use them a little bit. They are clean, so you don't have too much to worry about. And you don't want to do this like super fast or rush, but you don't want to do it too slow to where the glue just like dries up on you. After you cut the lace, if there's any pieces of lace from the actual hairline that are still lifted, that weren't glued down, you can always go in with a little bit of glue and glue those down, which I probably will have to do because that's just usually something that happens. So before I cut the lace or do any of that fun stuff, I'm gonna clip these hairs back. Not too tight to where it's gonna start like pulling, because you did just lay it down. I'm gonna take this on the cool setting and just blow it and press. So don't get worried if your baby hairs start coming up or they look crazy, because after we cut the lace, we're gonna go in, fix all those baby hairs, lay everything down how it's supposed to. But before I cut the lace, I'm going to wrap my hair, blow dry it, or leave it on without the blow dryer, whichever one you want to do. After it's been on there for about 10-15 minutes, I'll come back to you guys and we will finish this process. Okay, so she's been melting and looking crazy still. So the next step is to cut the lace. And when you're cutting the lace, especially if the baby hairs are already laid, cut under the baby hairs, okay? Don't cut all the lace, you know, don't cut, how do I even explain this? Don't cut the lace where the baby hairs is, cut the lace under the baby hairs. You don't want all that extra lace, but don't cut it to where you have no lace at all, if that makes sense. Just leave a little smidgen of lace left. to lay it. And make sure to try not to get any baby hairs down while laying it, because that will make the hair stick and you don't want them to be stuck by glue, because that makes shit get messy. Okay guys, so I just took my scarf off. I just want to show you guys what I do with my edges before I actually style, and I'm going to do that off camera just because I'm just flat ironing it. So you're going to take a comb or a small brush and just comb them out so they can look more soft and natural. Okay, so now since the baby hairs and the glue and everything is laid, I'm gonna go in and style my hair and show you guys the finished product when I'm done. So my hair is finished. I went ahead and flat ironed it like I said. I'd rather have my hair flat ironed than any other style because I'm a basic bitch. But I will be making more videos on how I do my hair, since people like to see that and people are requesting it. And I do want to just genuinely show you guys how I do my hair because I think it's fun. So if you guys have any hair requests, like colors, styles that you guys want to see me do, please let me know, because I will do those for sure. This hair is from the Waeve. I'll leave all their information down below. And by the way, this hair is bomb. Okay, sis, this hair is 100% viable. It is bomb, you guys. Where do I even begin? It is bomb. I colored it 2 times with bleach, both times, and regular hair color. I haven't experienced any type of shedding other than your regular minimal shedding. Super silky, super like just everything bomb, super all of that. Okay, period. The knots bleach really nice, and that's one thing that I feel like is very important when it comes to weave, because if your frontal or your closure is not popping, then the hair really doesn't even matter at that point. So I love everything about this company. I definitely think you guys should go give them a try. The owner is super nice. Customer service is amazing. So like I said, go check them out. All the information for this hair, the company, products that I use will be in the description box down below. So if you're interested in getting a custom wig made by me, let me know. That will be in the description how you can contact me for that. Whether it be this wig, this is my mocha wig, or any other type of wig, I can make anything for you guys. So let me know, and I'll see you guys in my next one.